tutorial.
Hi, my name is Mieke from Beats and Basics and thank you for watching this jewelry tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to create these waterfall earrings. All the materials can be bought on our website www.beatsandbasics.com, and the earrings are made with a simple technique that you just have to repeat every time. So let's get started. Here are the used materials. You will need a bead mat, jewelry glue, short needle, connectors, and those are stainless steel, and for this design I chose the diamond shaped ones, but in our web shop we have different connectors and you can use all of them for this technique. Then you'll need 4 different colors of the Miyuki seed beads in 2 millimeters, Ceylon thread, and it's the easiest to choose a color that matches one of your beads. And lastly, you will need a stud earring with an eyelet. So we're going to start by cutting about 20 to 25 centimeters of the Ceylon thread. And you're going to thread 1 gold bead first. Then you thread both threads through the needle. And we're going to start with our first color, which is the purple one. And we're going to thread 10 purple beads. Then we're going to move on to the next color, which is gold. And we're going to thread 1 gold one, 1 purple one, 1 gold one, 1 purple one, and another gold one, and another purple one. So we're going to alternate between gold and purple until you have 3 purple beads on your needle. And now we're going to continue with gold, and we're going to thread 6 gold beads. Now we're going to continue with the orange color, and we're going to alternate the orange beads with the gold beads, the same as we did with the purple ones. So until you thread 3 orange beads. Then we're going to continue with the orange color, and we're going to thread 6 orange beads as well. And lastly, the white color, and with this one we're also going to alternate between the orange and the white beads until you have 3 white beads. And you end with the orange one. And now we thread 10 white beads, like so. And then your first strand is finished. And we're going to attach it to the connector now. As you can see here, it's the middle strand. And this one is the longest one. And we're going to attach it in one of the corners. So you're going to put the Ceylon through the connector, one of the Ceylon threads. And we're just going to make a simple double knot. Don't pull it too tight and make sure that it's in the corner. We don't want to pull it too tight because you want your strand to fall nicely. So, and then you're going to add some jewelry glue on top of the knot. And if you have too much glue, you can always wipe off the excess. Then you're going to put the threads together again. And we're going to put them through the needle once more. And we're going to put both threads through the needle again. And now we're going to go back to the first 2 beads of our strand. Like this. And we do this so the knot will be hidden. So you're going to release the needle. And you're just going to pull tight on the thread. And as you can see, the knot has disappeared in one of the beads. Now you can cut off the excess thread and let it dry. And I would recommend to make all the strands first and then tie them to the connector. You will need 13 strands in total, so we already made one. And for every strand you're gonna make, you're gonna use 1 white bead and 1 purple bead less. So the strand will be shorter. So the next strand you're gonna make is gonna be 9 purple beads and 9 white beads. The 2 colors in the middle will have 6 beads all the time. And you're going to continue doing this until your last 2 strands are going to have 4 white beads and 4 purple beads. And then I'll show you how to tie off your work. As you can see, I finished all the strands. And once you did that, you can go ahead and attach them on both sides. Make sure to use the longest one in the middle and go from there to the shortest one. And once you did that, I'll show you how to keep all the strands nice and tight together. As you can see, I attached all the strands to the connector, and now we're ready for the last phase. And that's to attach all the strands to the other one, like you can see here. And we're only gonna do that on certain points, so the earring will be able to move around a little bit, but it won't be as much as this one. Then it's the easiest to move your earring sideways, because we're gonna start from this strand. And as you can see, I already put my Ceylon thread through, and you're gonna need about 40 centimeters of the Ceylon thread, and it's better to have too much Ceylon thread. And I put my needle through the beads of this first row. It's also important that you work from the back side of the earring. And I put my needle through this bead, so the last white bead or the first white bead after the orange part. And I went all the way through till my last purple bead, so before the golden bead. And we're gonna move to the row next to it. And I'm gonna stick my needle right here. So you're gonna leave 3 purple beads open. And you're gonna stick your needle downwards. And you wanna end where the golden bead is. So you come out before the golden bead. And you're gonna do that, continue until the middle row, and then I'll show you how to go upwards again. Once you're finished with this half and you're at the middle strand, you're gonna go through the purple beads like you did. And then you go through this golden bead in the top. And once more you go back through those 3 purple beads. This can be a little bit difficult. Like that. So you went through this golden bead and now back through those purple beads. Then it's easiest to lay it flat, and you're gonna pull tight on the Ceylon thread. Like that. Now for the next one, for the next strand, we're gonna work upwards. So this time we're gonna start right after the golden bead. And you go up 3 purple beads. Like that. And now you can continue doing this until you're at your last strand. Once you did all the rows, it's time to go back up again. And we're gonna go up from here to here. So back to where we started actually. So the first white bead after the orange part. As you can see, I'm here at this point, and I'm gonna go back down, actually the same as we did on the bottom side. I'm going back down, and for this part it's the best if you lay your work flat and you're just gonna comb it downwards, and that way the shape will be in its best form and you can see which bead will be next to the bead you're working with. So I'm going from this bead where my thread is coming out of to this bead, and I'm going to continue downwards 3 beads, so I'll end up at the bottom of this orange one. So as you can see, I'm going through these beads. And now I'm just gonna continue, so I'm pulling this flat and I look which bead is right next to it. So I'm gonna go through this bead, so the one above the next orange one. So I'm gonna continue by checking each time which bead I have to go through, and I'm gonna do this until I'm at the middle strand, and then I'll show you what to do next. Once you're at your middle strand again, so as you can see my thread is coming out of this white bead, and I skip this white bead and I go back through this orange, white and orange bead. Now you're gonna continue going upwards again, so I'm gonna look which bead is next to it, and I think it's this white one, and I'm going upwards 3 beads. Then I move to the next strand and I go upwards 3 beads. Then I move to the next strand, go upwards, etc, etc, until you're back at your starting point. Once you're going to the last one, you're going back from the top downwards. So I'm going from this white bead to this white bead, and that will make me finish at my starting point. Once more, make sure that it's the back side of your earring. And then it's time to make a double knot. Then we're gonna use some jewelry glue and we're gonna hide the knot in the bead below it. Once you hide the knot, you can cut off the excess thread. and let this glue dry for a while. And then we only need to attach the stud earring. To attach the stud earring to this piece, it's very easy because the hooks can be opened like this. And do this gently because they can break off if you're too harsh with it. Then you're gonna hook the stud onto the connector and you're gonna close it again. And once you make another one, you have a pair of earrings that is ready to be worn. And as I mentioned before in this video, we have a lot of different connectors in our web shop, and you can use all the shapes and all the colors with this technique. And we also have different colors of the Miyuki seed beads, so you can make your own fun color combination. I hope you liked this tutorial and that you're going to create the earrings yourself. If you did, feel free to share your creation on Instagram using our hashtag BeadsandBasics. All the materials can be bought on our website www.beadsandbasics.com. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!